up?
What's up, dude?
What's new, man? It's been a minute since we've done one, I feel like.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Had Mike and Brian on for 301. That was pretty fun.
Mike was whispering it up
He
like
was
a little mouse.
Unfortunately, like, the studio platform we use only lets you run 2 mic inputs at a time. So if we're gonna do like multiple people, more than 2, we're gonna have to get a mixer and some XLR mics or something. But it was still a fun time. Hanging out with Brian and Mike is always a fun time. I know they both wished you were there.
All you could hear is, like, the only time you could hear Mike was when he did his
Hey, when he went on his coffee break too. But 301 it was pretty good. Brazilian card. Who you looking at?
The guy on bottom right, since the projector's like rippled, he looks like.
Oh. So yeah, we if you've seen the picture that I posted on the last one, we kind of moved the studio out onto the wrestling mat area out in the garage. So that's where we're at right now. We got the projector up, kind of looking over that 301 card. So first fight, this is prelims here. I think I watched this one, but you had a second round finish, performance of the night. You had Costa beating Boraz. Next fight was Bonmif versus Vint Pichel. And I think I put some Pichel, if you look at it, big underdog, plus 400. So I think I put like $20 on him. I thought he might be able to pull it off, but
I told you, just don't bet on a Brazilian card against the Brazilians.
But if you look at Pichel, for everybody, I went ahead. The beard is no longer. I'm kind of rocking the Pichel stash.
No, you
shaved head and mustache.
Kind of getting the retard stash.
Man, bro.
I hate it. I absolutely do.
It's just it's the same mustache that's always been there your whole life.
I was literally walking in Dollar General, and I looked over at like where the cashier and stuff is, and he was over there. Didn't even notice it was you. I almost just kept walking.
Yep. So I now got the mustache. Call me sir. Yeah. So Pichel lost. The girl fight. Barbosa versus, I'm gonna guess, Karate. Yep. Brazilian won that one. Barbosa won. Next fight was Ruffy versus Malarkey. I think I missed this fight. I think I was starting to set stuff up around here for Mike and them coming over.
You look
Ruffy,
at the whole card. It's like win Brazilian, win Brazilian,
oh,
win
yeah.
Brazilian, win Brazilian, American, Brazilian, 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 Brazilian.
Ruffy another performance of the night, round 1 finish. So then you're getting into that's out of the early prelims, getting in the main prelims. You had Silva versus Close. This is actually American won this one, unanimous decision. Your next fight was Branner versus Orlabi. Orlabi was a pretty big favorite in this one. He won unanimous decision. These girls, they scrapped it out. Luciendo versus Kowalski. Luciendo, Brazilian girl, won in unanimous. Yeah, Jack Shore versus Brito.
Did you bet on Brito?
No, I didn't touch any of these other. I think I put some money on Kowalski. She was a plus 310, so she lost. Shore versus Brito. Brito won. I didn't put anything on that one. This one, Paul Craig was my underdog going. Look at, he was a plus 455, so he's a big underdog. And it was 13 versus 14, so I was like, Paul was like my underdog in my parlay, and I put money on him, but he did not win this one.
You go for the guy from Ukraine too. He had
the Ukrainian mullet. Yeah, he's the one that got like dropped with the shot, and then the dude did the front flip on him, and then he caught him in the guillotine. He tapped and then like went out. That dude, Michael Pierre guy, is gonna be tough for a lot of people. Anthony Smith, he's who actually won me my money back for the night. He pulled it out. Petrino shot like a big double on him, picked him way up for a big slam, and Anthony grabbed the guillotine and just like sat.
Yeah, it sounded like you won the Olympics on the podcast.
He won
the fight.
Money.
You're like, what? My bet.
Yeah, dude. I was happy to get my money back. That was an $80 pay-per-view card. And it's not stacked like a UFC 300, so it kind of hurts paying 80.
Who'd you vote for on main card? Or like main fight?
So Anthony Smith won me money. Aldo, I voted on Aldo. Pantoja, I thought he did win, but my parlay was already Paul Craig messed it up, so it didn't matter. But I thought I had it going Eric Igner in this one. I really thought he won like 3 of the rounds, but I know in Brazil you're not going to be at a unanimous. Like, I don't know. Me and Brian kind of talked about it back and forth. He said he sees how it could be judged for Pantoja, but they gave it unanimous decision for Pantoja. I personally thought it was a lot closer than
it's
unanimous.
a Brazilian champ.
I would have been
Brazil.
Yeah. That's what I said as a Brazilian conspiracy. The weird one though is Anthony Smith's fight, which so he wins, like chokes the dude, right from the beginning, taps him in like 54 seconds, or I don't know, it was maybe a little longer than that.
It says he got him in 2 minutes.
Okay, so gets him. Then Bruce Buffer comes out with the card and says, and still undefeated, Vitor, and then stops. And Anthony Smith kind of looks at him, and we're like, if you listen to the podcast, we're like, what the fuck? And then he corrects himself and is like, Anthony Smith. But
on the card, it already had his name written down.
But that's what I'm saying is how, on the thing, I'm like, let's talk about a Brazilian conspiracy. Like, why did that even get put on a card that he won? Like, and then get handed to Bruce Buffer? Like, how'd that happen? So I was like saying, like, this is some Brazilian shit. Like, I was messing around saying they were going to put a bullet in Anthony Smith in the back for messing up what was supposed to happen. But, so I did find this little article here.
Anthony Smith ends up having a heart attack in the parking lot.
So Anthony Smith on Bruce Buffer's explanation for rare announcing error at UFC 301, which Bruce doesn't mess up a whole lot. I went up to his hotel room after. Smith says Buffer was extremely apologetic after uncommon mistake on part. Let's see here. We got to find the explanation. Yeah, so he said, still undefeated, excuse me, Lionheart Smith. You want to see it? You want to see it? So he just kind of it like wasn't a big deal, but it just like was like, what the fuck?
It wasn't even like a stutter. It was more like he like was saying his name. He said, still undefeated, Vitor. And then he went.
But then if you looked, we were kind of watching like the cameras, and you could see like Bruce pointing to the card to one of the guys. So Anthony Smith says Bruce Buffer apologized and explained to him. Smith spoke about it on the MMA Hour, said he was actually glad that if it was going to happen to anyone, it was him, as someone who regularly works on live TV broadcasts and understands how difficult the job can be. Smith said Buffer explained to him there was a mix-up between him and the stage manager that led to a brief moment of confusion. I think his stage manager, I think he said he didn't understand him and said it, so he thought he said Vitor Petrino, but whatever. I was good with it. I kind of felt bad for Bruce, if I'm to be honest. He's so professional. Smith also spoke to Bruce about it after the fight, where the veteran voiced the octagon could apologize out of character mistake. Yeah, he did. I went up to his hotel room after, hung out a little bit, and yeah, of course. With many calls as there are, it's crazy that you don't have more slip-ups. It's so rare for Bruce. So the manager must have just messed up and circled the wrong thing on the card.
Sorry.
Which
happens,
but not really a lot.
Like, it doesn't happen, but
everybody messes up sometimes, Give Bruce a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was that card, and it was a pretty like I said, decent card. But what we got coming up is we're gonna have that St. Louis card coming up here in a few days, and we going. I'm pumped, actually. This is gonna be your first ever MMA fight, right? Like going to in person.
Yep.
And it's going to be a UFC one, so you're getting like a treat right away.
My early birthday.
Early birthday present.
Sean Woodson, man. Calling first round knockout. His mom is watching.
Yeah, that was real cool. The UFC Connect. Is it connected?
Yeah.
Did a little thing on Sean. I shared it on the podcast Facebook if anybody wants to go watch it, but. It's pretty cool. Gives a little backstory on Sean.
There he is. Is he fighting Alex?
He's fighting Alex Caceres, which is Bruce Leroy.
I know that guy.
Which, like I said, he's ranked 15th, so this will be Sean's, like, shot at breaking into the rankings. So let's go ahead and start on our first card. We're gonna get our first fight. We're gonna get to watch in the prelims. J.J. Aldrich versus Veronica Hardy. Veronica's favored in this one. Hardy. Don't know much about the girl. Let's take a look at Veronica Hardy here. She's 8-4 with a 1 tie. Let's take a look what she's coming off of. She is coming off of a win over Horth by split decision. A win over Miller, which Miller went pretty far on the Tough Show. She's a pretty scrappy chick. And then she has a loss to Malachi before that. All 3 decisions with her last 3 fights. Let's take a peek over here at Aldrich. Come on, girl. 13-6. She is coming off of a unanimous decision win. KO win over that Chinese chick we talked about last time that just gets knocked out by everybody pretty much.
Yeah.
And then she lost to Lipinski, which she's going by Silva now. We watched her fight.
Oh yeah, was it on?
She's good. Yeah, she was like one of the main girl fights, and I think she lost or.
She's Brazilian, right?
Yeah, but she was good. Okay, so what do you think on this one?
I think it's JJ.
You going JJ on this one over Hardy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm
Justin Jimberjake.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. No. I'm going to go Aldridge with you on this one. So then we got a welterweight bout next between Jared Gooden and Kevin Josette. Let's take a look at Gooden's. I've been kind of scoping this card a little bit just because we're going to watch it. So I was kind of maybe placing some bets today.
You nerd. After you won that Garcia fight.
Hey, I've been winning. I just had that one bad weekend, but I've won every weekend since. Anyways, here we go. So his Gooden is coming off of a submission win over Turman. His fight before that, he has a decision loss over Harris. Fight before that, a decision loss over Brown. Now, if you dive a little deeper into his history, like I said, I was trying to really get into him. He's got another win. It's KO. So looking at his fights in the UFC.
I mean, he lost to a Nurmagomedov, so that's like.
Well, and he lost to Alan Jouban. Alan Jouban was a pretty good 10th Planet dude. If you look at him, every time the fight goes the full distance, he hasn't had a decision win in the UFC. Every time it goes to decision, he loses.
Oh.
So we're gonna pull up the guy he's fighting here, Josette.
Oh my.
So Josette's 10-2, 4 wins by knockout, 4 first-round finishes. He has a unanimous decision win over Keenan, which automatically I'm automatically saying he wins this fight because that shows he has the ability to make it go decision, and this last guy does not have a very good decision. And then he's got a first round. His other fight in the UFC is a first round submission. So I'm going Josette in this one.
Yeah.
I didn't put either of these last 2 in my betting. So here we got a St. Louis dude, Charles Johnson, fighting Jake Hadley. Charles is the underdog. Let's see how he's looking here. I thought about doing a parlay with just running all the St. Louis boys on the parlay. But when you see who Joaquin's fighting, I don't know.
Joaquin Buckley?
Yeah. We'll get
Wasn't he just fighting?
We'll break his stuff down. I don't know when his last one was. So Johnson's coming off of a unanimous decision win in his last one. He has a unanimous decision loss before that and a unanimous decision loss before that. So then we got another split decision loss before that. So he's going the full distance most of the time.
But he's losing.
Well, let's take a look at Hadley here. 10-2. He has a unanimous decision win or loss. He's coming off a unanimous decision loss to Durden. Before that,
he's coming off a loss from
first
Gordon.
round KO. Before that, first round submission or second round submission, and then before that, another unanimous. So he looks like he's kind of one of the.
These guys about even.
Yeah. Who do you got on this one?
I'm gonna have to go against the St. Louis guy.
Going against him? Yeah, Hadley doesn't, like I said, he hasn't. It don't look like if it goes decision that he wins. But Charles is most of his fights go decision.
But he loses all of them.
Yeah. I'm my like if I was
Betting.
like my brain tells me to go Hadley, but I'm gonna root for the St. Louis guy on this one, so I'm gonna go Charles Johnson.
Johnson.
You kind of in the same boat. You're gonna root the St. Louis guy, but
No.
you think Johnson's got it
No.
too? No, you're going Hadley.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So next, I don't really know much about these guys. They're a little closer in odds, but you got Billy Golf versus
Goat.
Trey Waters.
His nickname better be Billy Goat.
I wish it would say their nickname on here. Let's see if it does, but I'm not seeing it. Just looking. So he's got one fight in the UFC, first round KO.
Well, it's against some Asian guy nobody's
over
ever
against
heard of,
Kinoshita. They did him dirty on his picture. It's like look like black and white. Let's take a look at Trey.
Trey Young.
3 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. And he's got a unanimous decision win over one guy, too.
Another Asian guy.
So we got both guys won fights in the UFC. Oh, I'm going Billy Goat.
Trey Waters.
All right, we're split on this one, too. I like it. We're going to have some controversy here. We got, next up, women's strawweight bout, Tabitha Ricci versus Tisha Pennington. Let's take a look. Tabitha's ranked 11th. Tisha not ranked. Tabitha's 9-2. 1 finished by knockout. 3 submission. 2 first-round finishes. She's coming off of a loss to Godnez, who got that, like, I know something you don't know smile going. Or constipation.
She was just trying to get to the bathroom.
I can take my picture. I'm about to sheet. Ricci versus Robinson. Says Ricci versus Ricci, unanimous decision. Before that, looks like she had a fight cancellation. Oh, let's take a look at Tisha Pennington. I know she's been in the... She definitely has got some UFC fights. 1 win by knockout, 1 by submission. 13-6. So it sounds like she goes to decision. We're looking at a loss to Mackenzie Dern by split decision, a win over Hill,
Jamal Hill's wife.
and a KO over Hughes.
Matt?
No, not Matt. We're looking at woman. Who you got in this one?
Go up again. I got the Brazilian girl.
You got Tabitha Ricci. I'm going to go Pennington on this one.
Pennington's got, like, a good record.
But Tabitha's ranked and actually has the better record, but just hasn't had as many fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
Next fight is a lightweight bout with Terrence McKinney versus Rebovics.
Kenny.
Terrence McKinney.
Killed Kenny.
15-6. 7 wins by knockout, 8 by submission, and 14 first-round finishes.
Holy.
McKinney's one of those, like, go out there and throw it all down. You can, like, or knock somebody out or get knocked out is his kind of style, I feel like. He's coming off of 2 wins, both first-round KOs, a 20-second KO, and then a minute 25 KO. And then he has a submission loss before that, a KO loss before that.
KO
win. I mean, he's been kind of back and forth, but he's coming off of 2 quick KOs. Let's take a look at Rebovics. And he's the underdog in this, McKinney is. Rebovic is 12-1. You got
Pretty good
these
record
sneakers,
right there.
right? I know, right? Okay, so he's got a unanimous decision win over Kirk. And then I'm taking this fight never went through. Or no, this is the one getting ready to happen. Or is it? No.
That says
No.
March
So this
2023.
must have been one that fell through last year because I don't see anything by it unless you've lost. Man, there's not much on this guy besides he's got a pretty stellar record. He's got 6 first-round finishes, 5 submission finishes, 6 by knockout. The El Gringo.
That's his nickname?
That's his nickname, yeah.
It's kind of a stupid nickname.
Yeah, I think it means white. Like a gringo's like a white dude. Is what
White chocolate.
Spanish people. So he's from Argentina.
I'll take Terrence McKinney.
Yeah, I'm going Terrence McKinney. I'm going like we're gonna be there, so I'm hoping for a big, exciting, freaking crazy knockout.
Round 1.
I know this other guy's got a good record, but I think McKinney's got the octagon experience on him. Next up, we got Chase Hooper versus a Russian dude, Borshev. I don't know. I hope I'm probably not saying that right.
That's his name.
No, let's see.
Ching
Who do you?
chong, bing bang,
Let's take a look. I do have money on this one. Chase is in my parlay.
He's a hooper.
Let's take a look at the Russian guy first.
How do you know he's Russian?
Because I was doing some research earlier. Last week I messed that up with the Ukrainian guy. Okay, so he's coming off of a draw, majority decision draw.
A win.
He's got a KO second round win over Machete, and then he has a unanimous loss before that over Davis. Oh, he fought Decais, unanimous, and then a KO win. Okay.
Not bad.
Chase is young.
I know, he looks like he's 18.
He doesn't say his age on here, but he's definitely in his like mid to early 20s, if I had to guess. The dream. But he's got, let's take a look at his record. 13-3-1. 4 wins by knockout, 6 by submission, 5 first round finishes.
Wait, 14-3-1?
Yeah.
So he's 3
losses and 1 draw.
Okay.
So he's coming off 2 wins, a first round submission over Levitt, a unanimous decision over Firo. Then he got knocked out in the first
by Ryan Garcia.
Not Ryan Garcia, but A. Garcia. He's got a KO, third round KO over Hooper. Or no, that's himself. He knocked himself out in the third round. I mean, Corrales. Then a unanimous loss before that and a sub before that. So from what I'm seeing by Hooper, looking at him now, is he's able to finish it in any round, really. I'm going Hooper. Like I said, I've got him on my parlay, so I need him to win for that. But I've got faith in him getting this one done.
I'm going to go.
You're going with the Russian on this one? Okay.
Yeah, he's a Russian.
You think just like kind of age and experience kind of helps him on this one?
No, he's Russian.
You think this Russians him out?
Yeah, he's just Russian.
Sounds good. All right, so this one's going to be a good one. You got a heavyweight bout. Despain versus Acosta.
The guy's name is Waldo Cortez Acosta.
Despain, you probably don't remember. We covered one of his fights, I think, not too long ago. Or the Big Boy is his nickname. But he's like I think he's another one of those like pro kickboxer dudes that is making his way over. And he has 5 fights, 5 first round knockouts.
Holy.
He's just literally starching people.
Well, I'm going this guy.
So
hold up, go up.
He's only got one UFC fight, and he knocked the dude out in 18 seconds.
Yeah. When you were scrolling down, it said average fight time, 18 seconds.
Yeah, and then look, significant strikes landed, 23 per minute. Because he only has 1 fight in the UFC, but these might be all his fights. He's just literally been annihilating people, like just coming in and knocking dudes out. So
23. That's basically a strike every 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's every one of his fights. He literally just walks, boom, 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 like dude's out. So, but Acosta, I think I had a free $25 bet. I put it on Acosta just because one of the underdogs. I think the favorites have changed a little bit now.
And boobies on that.
He's
guy.
11-1, 5 knockouts, 1 by submission, 3 first round finishes.
Got some saggies.
Let's see. So he's coming off of a unanimous decision win over Andrei Arlovski. So that shows you he can, Arlovski's older now, but it shows you he can stay in there with a guy with power.
First round KO.
Coming off of a first round KO, and then he had a first round KO before that. Had a unanimous decision loss before that. And then a unanimous decision win. So this guy can is a bigger dude who can make it, and then another unanimous decision win. So he's
Going
can
to
go
decision.
To the decision if he has to. Despain, all we know about him is he can bring a blitz for the first round.
I'm going Waldo because if he can withstand that first round, he's going to go to decision and win it.
I know, it's just surviving that fucking first round. So
I think he's got it.
like I said, I've been looking at these fights all week, and really not until we just broke this one down. I was Despain the whole way just because he's literally been starching people. But I do think, I think Acosta can, like we're saying, I think if he survives this first round, I think Despain might punch himself out. And like a guy's confidence like that, who's just starching everybody, like he goes 5 minutes and he doesn't starch this dude, like does that like affect him a little bit,
Yeah.
And then by the time that third gets there, is he like tired? And then so this next one is what the fight we're really here for, right?
This is what we're here for.
Yes, Sean Woodson out of Wolves Den is fighting
Best fighter ever.
Bruce Leroy, ranked number 15.
Bruce Lee.
So let's go ahead and
You better have put money on Sean.
Sean's in my parlay.
Wait, but isn't he?
He's not the underdog in this
I know.
one. He's quite a bit favorite. Just like I've been saying, that like he's so.
If you bet, won't you lose money on him? If he wins.
That's why I put in my parlay. I need all three guys in my parlay to win. So I got Chase Hooper, and him, and then I can't remember who my next one is. I'm sure I'll remember.
Alex Caceres.
Bruce Leroy is his nickname. He made his debut on the Ultimate Fighter when I was, I think, early high school or so. He popped up.
He's pretty good.
No, he is good. He's a very good fighter, and he's been consistently good. He's still fighting, and I was watching him in high school, so.
He's coming off a loss.
He's coming off a unanimous decision loss. And before that, he's got a unanimous decision win, a first-round KO win,
and
a loss to Yusuf by another
a really good
unanimous.
Fighter, yeah.
Then he's got a submission win before that.
From Chongqing.
A unanimous win before that.
He got some fights.
Yes, that's what I mean, dude.
Oh, him versus Hooper. He won versus Hooper.
He beat Hooper by unanimous decision. Subbed Springer.
Didn't.
Man, that might be one that got canceled. Or I don't know if those are losses or cancels. Maybe losses.
Says round 3.
Because there's no win. So yeah, I guess this is Kron when he fought Kron Gracie. So Kron must have submitted him in the first.
Gracie? Is that?
That's
Royce Gracie's brother.
Hickson Gracie's son. Hickson was the best fighter out of the Gracies. So.
Got some fights.
He's got some fights. He's the vet for sure, which it's kind of crazy how big of a underdog he is.
Well, Sean's on a 9 winning streak or something.
Yeah, Sean's 11-1-1 with 3 knockouts, 1 submission, and 3 first-round finishes. So Sean's coming off of a win over Jourdain, win over Bazooka,
a draw, which was
the draw
with
with
Saldana.
Prison.
A win.
Win over Anglin.
A loss.
A win over Zalal. He has his submission loss to Erosa. That's his only loss.
Wasn't that his second fight in the UFC or something though?
Let's see. Yeah, that's 2020.
So that was
you're right. Second fight in the UFC. He gets caught submission in round 3. So since then, I mean, he was on a tear in Contender Series too. Man. I'm Sean.
Oh,
for sure.
Sean wins. First round knockout. Calling it.
You think first
Flying
round?
knee, 7 seconds. Jorge Masvidal style.
But it's funny,
Do
Brian.
it for your mama, man.
Sean kind of uses his knees a little. He does, you've seen the flying knee in the Contender Series, but he don't use that big run knee. Brian was talking about on the podcast. It's he has 4 uppercuts he throws at you because you got your main two with your hands, but he throws his knees like they're uppercuts.
He's like Water Boy. Somebody says something about his mom.
And I love, he does the point, when he gets you hurt, he points at you.
Oh yeah, and I saw in one of his fights, this guy hit him with something hard, and he just shook his head no at the guy, and then
waves his finger
continued
out.
to beat him.
He does that shit in training too. It's funny, all these little mannerisms, that guys do in there.
Yeah. Even
when they're sparring. Yeah, we're all Sean. We're Sean Woodson all day here. That's what we're here for, baby.
That's what we're coming for.
Yep. Wolves Den. Get it? All right. So, this next fight, I think I put another free $25 bet on Diego Ferreira. He's coming off of he's fighting Rebecki, and they don't show the odds on here, but he's a big underdog.
Like 500.
He's 18-5, not a bad record. 4 first-round finishes, 7 submissions, 4 knockouts.
Why is Izzy down there? Is his?
He might be one.
Did Izzy beat this
I think
guy?
those are just sponsors. I don't know if that's Izzy might have beat him or
UFC
something.
Spotlight. That's what it says.
Okay, so Ferreira beat Michael Johnson in his last fight, 2023, but second round TKO.
Michael Johnson's pretty good.
Yeah, and then before then, I don't know if he came off an injury or what, but it's his fight before that is 2021 against Gamrot, and he lost that fight by second round TKO. Fight before that, 2021, loses to Gregor Gillespie, who's Gregor's good. He's got a decision loss to Benel Dariush. He lost to, it looks like, Pettis. So not the best last 5 fights or so. But I don't know. Like I said, he's a big underdog in this one. He's one of those guys that he just had such a layoff. His last fight is 2023, so you've seen him get the TKO in the second. But it's almost another year since he's fought. But I had to put 25 on him. He's such a big underdog, and there's really, skill-wise, there's a hell of a chance that he actually is able to pull this off. Let's go over here and look at Rebecki, who he is 19-1. So you got another guy who is. We've noticed there's a lot of guys here with good records thrown in versus some other good guys. Skill-wise, they're pretty matched, but it's like we're seeing they're getting their test a little bit with some of these bets here. So like I said, Rebecki, let's go ahead and get down here and take a look at his record. A unanimous decision win. These are all 3 fights in the UFC, so he can do a third round. He can go 3 rounds and win. He can finish in the first. He can finish in the second. This is going to be a tough dude, and he is fighting the guy I told you. He's kind of been on a layoff, has the skill to finish it, Diego Ferreira. So I put 25 on Ferreira.
I didn't see his record, I don't think.
Ferreira's 18-5, but his last fight was last year, right around this time. He won by second round. This is the Michael Johnson one, I think. But before that, he didn't fight till 2021, so I don't know if he had an injury. But this other guy's been pretty active with 3 recent wins in the UFC. I put my free 25 on Diego Ferreira, but I think Diego Ferreira has the skill to finish this fight, but I think Rebecki. If you looking at their
He's
past
just such
fights,
a big underdog. Why not go for him?
Yeah, if he does win, I make a decent amount of money off of $25. So yeah, I'm going Rebecki. Who you think?
What's a parlay?
So a parlay bet.
Why don't you just bet on people without putting them in your parlay?
You can.
So then
that's what I did with Ferreira.
If you do lose one and he's not in your parlay, you're not losing your whole parlay.
Up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why all the big underdogs that I bet separately. But then I wanted
win.
Yeah, so with a parlay you want to put maybe one underdog in there and then 2 guys are going to win but aren't huge favorites.
Yeah.
Cuz it takes the odds and kind of blends them together. So I picked Sean, Chase Hooper, and who was my other one I told you? Sean, Chase Hooper.
What's Chase Hooper? Is he a underdog or what is he?
Sean. Who is my other one? Chase. Yeah, Chase is a 1+150 underdog. So not crazy underdog, but he is my underdog in the pick, I believe. Yeah, this is my other guy. This is Mainfeld. So this next fight, who'd you pick? I picked Rebecki.
Oh, you think Rebecki's gonna win, but you bet on Diego?
Yeah, just because he's a big underdog, and I think he has the skill to win. I just don't know. He's had a long layoff, kinda, so I don't really know what to expect out of him.
I might go for Diego. What is he mainly? Is he jiu-jitsu or what is he?
He's Brazilian, but Let's take a look. He has 7 submissions and 4 knockouts.
Okay, I'm going him. I think he's going to submit the big boy.
Okay. All right, so this is the one. This is another one here that he is in my parlay, Alonzo Mainfield. So I'll give you Alonzo. He's ranked 11.
Okay.
15-3 with 1 draw, 10 by knockout, 3 wins, 10 first round submissions. So this dude hits like a freaking tank, and he can
10
yeah, 10 first round.
1-0.
Yeah. So hits like a tank, and obviously can do a little bit of grappling. So he's coming off of a unanimous decision over Jacoby, so it's showing, he can go to the decision. He's not just a guy who's looking for the big bomb the entire time. We got a second-round submission over Crute. Crute's pretty freaking good, too.
Third round draw.
They had a draw before that.
Why did I say third round draw? Second round draw.
I guess it could be a fifth-round draw if it was like a main event. But then he's got a first-round TKO over Karaknov, a first-round KO over Mazarov, and then a unanimous decision loss tonight. So, like I said, I think, looking at Mainfield, I think he has a very good shot of winning this. But so he's who I put in my parlay with Sean and Chase. So I need him to win. I need all 3 of those guys.
And a whole bunch of submissions.
But just like all these fights tonight, you got kind of your vet here, and then you got your up-and-comer. A lot of these guys fighting these dudes with a bunch of fights are like, look at Sean's 10-1, or what Sean's like 13-1 or whatever. This guy's 10-1. The last guy that we were just looking at down here, this Brebecki, he's like 13-1. Like some of these guys are. It's like they're giving them to the vet. It's like their test kind of, and I've been noticing in this card. So we'll look at the guy who's fighting Mainfield. It's Carlos Ulberg out of New Zealand. He is 6 knockouts, 2 submissions, 5 first rounds. Okay. He's coming off of a win over Zhang, a third-round submission. Before that, he defeats the Russian Mullet by first-round KO.
He beats emo Russian Mullet.
He beats Neger Marunu.
Whoa!
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful where you're at saying that guy's last name. Okay. Ulberg versus Nachui. Another KO. Dude, I mean, this guy's on a tear. He's got a loss to... how what the hell, man? He's fighting some hard guys. Say Nezjekju. And, but I mean, just win with a couple.
Hold on, I didn't hear what that guy's last name was. What was it again? The guy right there.
Who's that?
That guy.
Negamarino.
Wait, what's his last name?
Listen here, little guy. All right, here we go. So, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6 fights in the UFC. He lost his first one. Other than that, he's on a 5-fight win streak. What do you think?
Alonzo.
Do you give it the vet? So that's what I thought too when I kind of broke this one down. I think he's got the power and the experience to beat this dude. So I need him to win. Up next, this is why Joaquin's not getting put on any of my bets.
It's
tonight.
a Uzbekistan guy.
He is.
I tell you every time.
Yes.
If a Uzbekistan
and we watched
guy's fighting,
this dude
he's winning.
screwed that dude up in the one fight we watched. Remember, the last time he was in one of our cards. Mm-hmm. So Joaquin is the favorite in this one.
Oh, you better put this Uzbekistan guy in your parlay. Put him in there right now.
Do I have him in my... I don't think I do. You really think he's going to mess Buckley up?
Yes.
Like okay, all right. Let me look at my...
Remember what happened last time when there was a Uzbekistan guy? He was off your parlay. I said, put him on your parlay right now. The guy you're betting for is going to lose. And you're like, okay.
He's only a plus...
Knocked out in the second round.
He's only a plus 124.
He's still sleeping on the mat.
So you don't really make a lot of money off of him. If you bet $100 on him, you win 24 if he wins. So he's not a big betting draw.
Bet $200 on him then.
$200 on him.
He's Uzbekistan.
Watch Buckley. That would be like the one time Buckley freaking. Let's take a look at. You want to look at Buckley's record first?
Mhm.
All right. And pull my parlay up here. I can still change it.
Isn't he only known for that kick?
I mean, that's definitely his biggest highlight. He's 18-6. 13 knockouts, 4 first-round finishes. He's a St. Louis boy, so there's going to be a lot of
He'll get him under the
love for him. Yeah, I seen he was talking about training with one of the guys from the Wolf's Den.
Sean Woodson.
No, it was Tavon. He's not a UFC fighter, but he's up and rising, dude. He's a tough dude.
Why doesn't he train with Sean Woodson?
I mean, he was at the Wolf's Den, but I mean, Sean's. I mean,
then what weight class is Buckley? He's like welterweight.
Yeah, he's a welterweight. Sean's a featherweight. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so he's coming off 3 wins. Second round TKO, third round unit, or I about did what you did. We got a unanimous decision. Second round TKO KO.
There's a knockout. There it is.
He's got a loss to Chris Curtis. Knockout or unanimous decision win. He's got a doctor stoppage win. I mean, he's got a. I mean, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
That's a knockout right there.
6, 7. So he's like won like 6 of his last 8 fights. But the dude he's fighting is a freaking terror, bro.
Better put him on your parlay.
See, here we go.
You need to
Hold on.
shut.
So my parlay, I've got Mainfield, Woodson, and Hooper. My bet on Acosta and Fiera.
How about you just bet on this guy? Don't put him on your parlay. Just bet on him.
Just bet on him?
Yeah.
I can say he's a plus 125, so it's like you only win $25 on betting $100. It's not very. Even if I put him on a parlay, it would only move it up by a bunch, and like it's not really worth the chance of.
If you bet $25 on this guy, you get $50.
No, that would be 200. That'd be a plus. He'd have to be a plus 200 for that. Yeah. I don't know. It's not. I thought about putting him on my parlay, but it really doesn't bump the odds up that much, and the chances that like Joaquin does, it is actually been on a little bit of a run. But I do voting. I do say Ruzibev messes him up, and it's gonna upset a lot of St. Louis people. I feel like 20 wins by submission. This dude's 34-8 with 2 draws.
Exactly.
12 by knockout.
Exactly.
25 first round fucking finishes, dude.
It looks like a grown Hezbollah.
Yeah, this is that dude. Yeah.
Like, look at him. He looks like a grown Hezbollah.
2 first round KOs. There's only 2 UFC fights.
If Hezbollah was 6'4", that's him.
I wish he was more of an underdog, or I wish he was more of a betting op, because like I think he's gonna like destroy Buckley. I'm a Buckley fan. This dude, I think, is just like the next thing.
Yeah, the other guy from his, like the few other guys from his country are like 19-0 right now.
Bro. Let's just fucking find the highlight of his last fight, want to? This is what we might see in person, bro. I hope we do. Just fucking let me drag that fucking bar here. I don't know if it's gonna let me, is it? Okay, there we go. This is his last fight against Dumas.
Wait, I knew Dumas.
Yeah, we broke this fight down. Remember, we had a little giggle over his name.
Whose name?
Dumas, bro.
Yep.
Dude, look at his build. Ruzbov's build. His torso is as long as his legs.
Wait, was this the guy I was telling you to bet on? No.
No, but this is
I remember watching
this is like our first. Is it Uzbekistani?
Yeah.
Dude, that we seen. We were just like, oh yeah, this guy's a terror. I think he hit him with like some big kicks and stuff too.
Did you say he was a terrorist?
Terror.
Oh.
But like you've said recently, like betting against the Uzbekistani is like
stupid.
I wonder how many fights they've.
Stupid.
Damn. Okay, so that's your co-main, Joaquin Buckley. So I'm Ruzbov. Who are you? Who are you going for?
Oh, man has Bula. Big Hasbulla.
So you're Ruzbov too. Big hot Bula. Stretched out Hasbulla.
Yeah. Flat Stanley Hasbulla.
Main event. I did not bet on this one. I didn't honestly want to on this one, and it's kind of hard. You got two big heavyweights out there. It's like, and Derek Lewis has the ability to shut somebody down no matter where in the fight.
Isn't Derek Lewis from St. Louis?
He's not. I think he's a Texas boy.
Really?
Believe so.
St. Texas.
Let's see where he's from. He might just live there now. I don't know. I could be totally off on that.
Derek Lewis, huh?
You know who I'm talking about. Old Sure Dog. They've been around for a long
Derek
time.
Lewis. The Black Beast, Derek Lewis.
Yeah, Houston, Texas. I was right. So, who you got in this one? Let's see. You want to look at Nascimento's record first? He's ranked 15.
Yeah.
I watched him fight on a couple of his fights on Fight Pass.
And he got some.
He's 11-1. So here you go. Here's another guy with one loss sneaking in against a vet. It's basically to tell the freaking card.
What's this guy's main?
He's not the best striker. I don't say he has like huge knockout power. He's a pretty decent grappler.
Heavyweight?
Yeah.
Not a lot of heavyweights are good grapplers.
And he doesn't like expend a lot of cardio. Like he doesn't seem like he gets like super tired. He's coming off a unanimous decision win, a split decision win, and a split decision win before that. So he's got 3 decisions, which shows you he can go the 3 rounds. Can Derek start this? I think we're seeing the new Derek Lewis. You see him in his last fight. He looked in a lot better shape. So I do think we're going to see Derek's cardio looking a lot better in this fight. So I don't know but this guy, like I said, he doesn't expend a lot of like unuseful energy on huge power shots.
Derek, why do you take your pants off? My balls is hot.
My balls is hot. Okay, so he's got 6 submissions, 6 third rounds finishes. The fight I seen him, he won by like rear naked.
He got.
Let's take a look. Derek, 22 wins by knockout, 9 first round finishes. Who did he fight last? So he's coming off of a loss to Almeida, unanimous. First round KO before that against De Lima. He's got a first round submission loss before that. A KO loss against Pavlovich. KO loss to Tuivasa.
Wasn't that where he got him up against the cage and just elbowed him?
Mm-hmm.
Boom,
yeah, that was KO loss to Gain.
Man, a lot of KO.
He has a win over Curtis Blades, which, I mean, Curtis is a good wrestler,
Really
so that's
good
impressive, like, that he was able to beat the wrestling. And man, this one's a hard one. What I want to see being there in the crowd is I want to see Derek Lewis land a huge knockout.
I'd like to see that, but I kind of got a feeling that Rodrigo's got this one.
You think Nascimento? You think he gets a submission, or how you think?
Unanimous.
This 5 rounds, though. They're the main
Unanimous.
event. You said we're going all 5. You think Derek Lewis makes it 5 rounds?
As he once said, he needs to get his black in the gym to work on some cardio.
Yeah, but is he 5 rounds, man? That's a long time against a grappler guy.
Exactly. That grappler guy's going to just take it to the ground and destroy Derek Lewis.
I think Nascimento gets it done, but I think we're looking at like a 2nd to 3rd round submission. I don't think he sees championship rounds. Or 4th and 5th, even though it's not a championship belt. That's your... Alright, let's go ahead and knock that off, would we? Little boy. Crunching in the mic and yawning nonstop. Alright, bro, quit. People got headphones on. You ever have somebody smacking in your ear with headphones?
That's you, Mr. Blabbermouth.
Yeah. So who you got?
I just told you.
Derek Lewis?
No.
Okay, so we're both Nascimento on this one. I'm pumped for this card, though. It's going to be fun being there. A lot of good fights.
Hold on, go back down.
Who
Just
is?
like keep going down just a little bit. Hold on, go up a little bit. Just like hold on. Tiny bit down. Tiny bit up.
What?
Look at on the projector, bottom right.
Hooper?
Yeah.
What about him?
Look at all the wrinkles. He looks like a Snapchat filter or something.
Oh, well, it's the freaking projector screen, man. All right, what we got? Anything interesting in fighting news other than Bruce Buffer messing up? Yeah, so there was like rumors going around about John Jones and Pierre possibly fighting.
No.
Like if Pierre went up to heavyweight to challenge Jones?
No.
What do you mean no?
Just no.
You don't want to see that?
I'd like to, but it's not gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts on it? You think who would win?
Alex.
You think Pereira would put Jones out?
I don't think he can put him out, but I think he'd win by decision.
No way, dude. John would freaking ragdoll his ass all over that place.
Yeah.
But anyways, like you said,
See what
I
he
don't
did to Izzy
think we're
4
gonna.
times.
Izzy's not a freaking grappler like John. John's best at everything. Izzy's just a dynamic kickboxer. He's like blue belt.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
Oh my god. Yeah, kind of.
Mr. Blue Belt.
And freaking Demetrius Johnson is a brown belt. He would demolish Alex Pereira in a grappling contest.
Demolish all of you guys.
Anyways,
I'd smash
I don't think you're gonna.
you.
I don't think you're gonna see it. John said that Stipe's been the one that's putting in the work for their fight, like in training. So he's gonna give Stipe like his shot. And I don't really want to see Stipe and John anymore. I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, no.
Even though I do get it, it's like they kind of built that up, but I think there's bigger. I'd rather see Aspinall. Be careful with your wire. You might unplug your mic kicking that thing. Then nobody hear your. Well, not gonna say it.
What are you gonna say?
Your girly ass voice, bro. I'm just kidding.
I could walk off this podcast.
I'm just playing. Oh, sensitive. You don't have a girly voice. You got a real manly voice.
You need to shut your mouth.
I'm Batman. I'm Gavin.
You're butt man.
Whoa, now. Let's see. Michael Chandler took pictures of Machine Gun Kelly.
Why? Dude, do you see John Jones on the projector?
Yeah,
look at him.
That's a funny picture of Jones. What do you think? Chandler hanging out with old Machine Gun Kelly?
I hate Machine Gun Kelly.
He's just doing it because he's fighting McGregor. You know how McGregor and him had like beef?
Yeah.
Kind of stupid, like, in my opinion, like that's kind of past. So
Who took that picture of John Jones? That needs to be deleted off everywhere. That might have to be my new Xbox wallpaper right there.
hold on, look at this shit. Here we go. Derek Lewis teases moves coaches don't know about in first 5 minutes of UFC fight night.
Move coaches.
Lewis has something up his sleeve. And, let's see.
Spinning tornado, 360 kick by Lewis, knockout in the first round.
Okay, let's see what he's saying here.
Lewis is just gonna miss like a spinning back fist or something.
During his appearance at UFC Media Day on Wednesday, Lewis looked ahead and while coconut creased, but all the Brazilians I'm fighting are coming from over there, American Top Team. They've been fighting me for so many years coming out of that gym. They know my style. I'm pretty sure, Lewis said. But this is going to be a completely new style coming into this fight. I want to do something special. I've been working.
Gonna get knocked out.
I've been working on my own in my garage. My coach doesn't even know about this. So what I'm about to throw out in the first minute of this fight, my coach didn't even have nothing to do with this. If y'all see me throw something crazy, just know it isn't my coach's idea. It was my idea. That's how good I'm feeling right now.
What if he throws like a spinning back fist and gets knocked out?
Yeah, but like, you're not just working spinning back fists in your garage. Like he's something crazy,
Something
bro.
wild.
But what is his big ass gonna throw? Like Rolling Thunder, bro.
That'd be crazy.
He like knocks himself out. Derek Lewis is just like out cold in the middle of the octagon.
Have a seizure.
Oh, well now I'm even more interested in this fight to see what the hell.
We'll be there. Hold on, go down.
See what the hell he just comes out and fucking throwing.
It looked like Dana White had girly hair.
Oh yeah, it was the girl next to him. Okay, that was worth seeing. I didn't see that earlier. Did you see Ryan Garcia's test came back negative? So it was just they were trying to get him, dude. So he's good.
So it was those things that he took from like.
No, it actually wasn't. His third test that they like the test to see that he was clear didn't show anything, so he was good. That's about it, really. I think fight news wise, I haven't seen much. Let's see. Your hands clear now? You ready to hop into some jiu-jitsu?
Literally tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I haven't gone in a minute either.
Ready to get triangle choke. You'll be like.
And then, what, you
picking me up from school?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. Let's see. You've been doing basketball a little bit.
Been
a little
cooking.
Kind of like a rec league in a way. It's through your school, but
we had a team no shirts, first team shirts. I was no shirts. Everybody else on my team is either like bone or fat. Like my buddy Jax, love him, but like he's a little bit chubby. Kid named Easton. He literally looked like a marshmallow. Not even gonna
you
lie.
guys are at that weird age right now.
I was there with my shirt off, and Braden, he's guarding me. He's like, "Holy crap, Gavin, how'd you get them abs?"
You had abs when you were little though.
Yeah.
But you guys are at that weird age right now to where you guys are not. A lot of your friends probably haven't hit puberty yet. It's like you got like this next year that a lot of you guys are probably gonna start. Next year or two, and you'll have some late bloomers, but that's when like everybody's gonna start hitting growth spurts and putting on muscle. We kind of
Maddox isn't putting on muscle. He's literally 64 pounds.
Yeah, but we had a friend like that in high school. He's like little, just skinny. I mean, he didn't get like huge and muscular, but like, and then he went to college, and when he came back, he like grew like a freaking foot. He was like taller than all of us. We're like, what the hell? What happened to you? He ate his green beans over. Let's see. How'd your band concert go tonight?
Oh, so great, dude. Yeah, I skipped. I told my band teacher that me, my friend Jax, and my friend Leo, we all had a baseball game. By the way, I don't play baseball. Played baseball when I was 5. I'm number 69 apparently. So I told some girl in my class, told her that I'm number 69. Yeah. Made my mom email the teacher that I had a baseball game. I do not play baseball.
Yeah, your mom's told me like Gavin's got a band concert tonight, and then literally, like, yeah, he's not. He don't want to go to his band concert. She didn't tell me like the details that you fabricated a huge lie that she had to roll with when she got home.
Yeah, and Megan is my brother, his like best friend. Her mom lives around there, and she's a teacher for not Bethalto, somewhere around here. But I'm like skipping my band concert. Told my teacher that I'm playing baseball, and Megan's a teacher, and she just looks at me like. Like she gives me that look. And my mom came out after Megan left, and she was like, didn't want to talk too much about it with a teacher standing right next to us.
Oh well. It's just, I don't know. You kind of like, you wanted to do band at first, and then.
Yeah, well, I didn't even want to do band. I was just like, we get to go to like Florida in 8th grade, or like something like a big band field trip, but it's not even worth it, dude. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not into it, it's anything.
And my teacher is such a businessman, dude.
Businessman, yeah. Having a passionate teacher that you like to teach you things helps, and then.
I don't like any of my teachers. Same with my 3'2" Miss Rule, walking around. Looks like she's walking around on her knees.
Hey, now, I told you.
We got beef.
Not, yeah. I don't know, man. I heard she's been hitting the road work, hitting that cardio a little bit. She might.
She's been getting
She
hit
might
by
take you into them
cars.
championship rounds.
I don't think she could reach me.
Pop.
Like, I just put my hand on her face.
She hit you with that Sean Woodson fly knee. And put you down.
She could not get up here.
Oh, shit. No, let's see. The merch store is open now online. We got T-shirts.
Got that drip drip.
Well, we got T-shirts, a few different colors. We got tank tops, different colors, stickers,
Booty shorts.
No booty shorts. There is shorts that we can make. They're not booty shorts, I don't think, though.
Some underwear.
No underwear. We got some coffee mugs, stickers, and tank tops and shirts. So there is hats that I was looking to create, but the logo that we use, it has to be a solid logo that gets embroidered on there. So we need to find something out. I might be able to put like the black logo instead of or we need somebody to draw us up a different logo that we can put on hats. I don't know. We'll look into it. There's a few different things we can make. But yes, I will have it posted, probably pinned on the Facebook page. So when you go on there, it'll just be a link that takes you to the online store. You can order it on there. If you're a close friend or family, just go ahead. You can shoot me a message and I can just order it for you and have it shipped to the house. But anything we make off of those goes towards more podcast equipment, money for martial arts competitions. So we appreciate that. What else, Gavo? Anything? Let's see. Is there anything new that we missed in the last... Like, we didn't even break down 301 like the one week because I passed out super early. Yeah, your hands cleared.
You were just like, hey, I'll come get you. We'll get the fights on. I was like, okay. It was like 12. I was just sitting in my room waiting.
Oh, I know what's new that we haven't since me and you've been on. We had
Mike Tyson.
No, the baby sister.
Mike Tyson.
We had the baby girl
Jr.
came. Baby Eleanor decided to show up Sunday night, 9:00. Right after we finished the podcast with Mike and Brian, like Carrie came out. I was just like closing up the laptop. She comes out like holding her gut. She's like, "Oh, I'm having some pretty strong contractions." And I was like, "You held it in till the watch show." That's because like I had Mike and Brian planned to come over, so I was like, "Just
like
wait
2?
till after." Yeah, Carrie was still up, but yeah, so it was like 2:00 Sunday morning, and then Carrie, she woke up, I guess Sunday that day and was having contractions.
9 in the morning or 9
No,
p.m.?
she was having contractions in the morning, and then so everybody, like Catherine came over, like everybody kind of came, like not everybody, but like we were getting ready, and then they just went away. So Catherine ended up going home, and then they started kicking back up about 5:30, 6. She called the midwife. She came over. She was like already at 6. So it was like 9. I think it was 9:03. Man, I don't want to be wrong. I want to say it was 9:03. I believe.
Might.
I know she's gonna be mad that I don't know. The numbers that are coming to my head are 9:03 and 9:07, but I think 9:03 is when she was born. But yeah, so new baby girl Whitehead out there now. First
born Whitehead ever.
No,
girl.
No, not ever. It's just because I have a cousin, Brittany, that she is a girl.
Spears?
But no, Brittany Whitehead.
Dang.
But so not the first girl Whitehead ever, but like in our generations, like up. Yeah, we don't have any like Pawpaw side or up above that. So it's kind of cool. She'll be the next little world beater. About to turn her into a kickboxing champ.
Her and Ezra start fighting.
Yeah. She's
Ezra's
gonna have. She's gonna have to be tough. She's already used to loud noises because Ezra's a pretty wild man.
Everywhere.
But yeah, that's been the new thing. No, I got a mustache now.
Stupid.
Baby. Gavin's gonna hop back into martial arts while he's playing some basketball. I don't know what we're gonna figure out the schedule. What about kickboxing? What's our next? I think June 9th there's a St. Charles kickboxing tournament, and then there's one in Bloomington in July. So we could shoot for the July one. that would give us like 2 months of training to get ready for it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Get back into jiu-jitsu and start getting ready for a kickboxing tournament.
That makes no sense.
Well, it does though.
Get in jiu-jitsu.
Well,
get ready for my kickboxing.
You're gonna be going to kickboxing too.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're gonna be doing a lot of training from home as well. So.
And then I'll probably be doing like a little bit of off-season wrestling.
Possibly. It sounds like your schedule is gonna be pretty freaking packed.
Yeah. Practices for basketball. Like I don't have to show up to all of them, but they're on Mondays and Thursdays.
Mondays and Thursdays.
Yeah. So I could do Tuesday wrestling.
Yeah. At least one day a week wouldn't be bad.
But I won't be doing middle school basketball. I'm just kind of going to the open gyms. Just having fun at open gyms.
Playing with your buddies. Yeah, like I said, I liked basketball. Basketball's fun. I still enjoy playing from time to time. Beating you in pig. Yeah.
Let's go right now.
Around the
right
world.
Now.
The cars are in the way.
Oh, I don't care. I'm backing up.
It's past your bedtime too, little boy. Daddy needs to tuck you in.
Nobody's laughing.
Go to bed, ho.
Okay.
All right, sit back down. Tell everybody good night. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So UFC St. Louis, we're gonna be there. We're gonna be rocking them podcast shirts. If you see us, give us a shout out. But none of you old fuckers are probably gonna be there. What? What are you shaking your head at?
Just you.
Say goodbye to everybody.
You know I ain't going to bed when I get in there, right?
Straight to bed.
No, I'm not.
And I will be in there to tuck you in and read you a story.
No, you will not. I will tuck you in.
Gavin or Ezra's got one. It's the mouse and the big red strawberry or something like that. That sounds like a good one to put you to sleep.
No mouse and a big red strawberry.
Yep. Nighty night. Keep your butthole tight. No, that's a Chappelle show line. Just so everybody don't think I'm a creeper.
You're so weird. To your own son.
Oh. All right. We gotta get out of here. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. We'll probably do one to recap the St. Louis card. I don't know, me and Brian talked, you know how we have the video feature in studio? Mm-hmm. Maybe we'd video chat him Sunday morning, and we kind of just talk about how the fights were, and then that'll be our first, like, actual video, and we can put it on YouTube, and the actual video on YouTube, and then we can just strip the sound from it and upload the sound to the other things.
Yeah. All
right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next time.
Night, night. Keep your butt tight.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sit and watch from the sidelines, one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude, knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make